Hey everyone, and welcome to a special early edition of Inside the Gorilla Position, brought to you by the Gorilla Position Network. As always, we give it a gimmick name for each night of the week. Usually it's Shoot the Shit Saturday or Friday Night Free for All, but tonight we throw it down on Thursday night. It's Thursday night Throwdown, and it is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. Jeff, I didn't reach out to you, but I can give you an invite. Would you like? I promised you a spot on this week's show as a special guest. Jeff, would you like to come on? Just let me know, buddy. At this time, I'm going to pull in my brother from another mother, Mr. APOC himself, Stiff Mike, the
What's
king.
going on?
All right, my man. And without further ado, the man who is freshly home after a quick little stay here in the United States of America, my buddy, my other brother from a different mother. He's not a bum, although every time he does get up,
he's a bum. He's a bum.
Every time he does get up, his bum does fucking show. He needs a pair of suspenders. But I still love him. It's my brother from another mother, Sidewalk Sam, AJP himself. How you doing, brother?
Right on, man. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it.
All right, I'm gonna invite Jeff, a young lad, as they say, from Canada, to come on and join us tonight. Jeff's a good kid. He's been in the business for a few years now. He's got a lot of upside. You met Jeff before, Mike. He was at Fenway Park.
Yeah. Where's the clown?
I don't know. Hopefully he will tune in soon.
That dipshit.
So I haven't watched any wrestling, man, in 2 weeks. The only wrestling I watched what I'll say from beginning to end, even the pre-show, or as they called the buy-in, was the best pay-per-view I've witnessed this year. It's been a short year.
I'll agree with you right there.
Get your lips off of his ass. Stop kissing his ass.
It's not just my opinion.
I thought one of the better matches was the buy-in match. And the reason I think that one of the better matches was the buy-in match is because it's like here we have VIP matches before the main show. And one of your better matches should be a VIP match so people will come and watch the VIP match and spend more money. So you get more money at the gate, and people, you know what I mean?
I didn't watch the pay-per-view because I wasn't spending $50 and I had to work the next day. So
get a fire stick. I'll help you out. $15 a month. You get almost $15 to $20 a month. You get the lowest package they have, and you're still guaranteed to get the pay-per-views.
I have a built-in
pay-per-views.
My TV has built-in internet. I don't need a fire stick.
The only reason why you need a fire stick is because that's what the app is available on.
Oh, right. So let's talk about the needle mover this week.
Hold on 1 second. Let's invite in Jeff so we can have somebody to be part of the conversation, and we'll get a little bit out of Jeff so we can make a good conversation. Jefferson James, what's going on, buddy?
Not too much, man. What about you?
All right, Jeff, in order to be part of this conversation, I'm hoping you've at least been on YouTube, if not purchased. You gotta he said you gotta have thick skin. That's to be in the business anyways. So did you watch the AEW pay-per-view on Sunday?
Unfortunately, I didn't.
Okay. What have you watched this week?
Raw, a little bit of Dynamite yesterday, and today Impact.
Okay. So we'll bring Mickey Biggs in too, Jeff, because I want to hear. Let's talk a little WWE before we get into AEW. I'd like to hear that. So, Jeff, What happened on Monday Night Raw? Can you give the panel a breakdown, and then we'll get a discussion going on what stuck out in your mind? The one thing I do know, we've made it a conversation piece on here. Stone Cold Steve Austin, but that's a whole subject matter and a whole different retrospect. But like I said, give me
one right now.
Give me a breakdown on Monday Night Raw. What stood out to you? What were the matches? What was a couple of things?
Come on, quick. Let's go.
Sorry, Mike. RK Bro winning the tag titles for sure.
Yep.
That was definitely number one for me.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I can remember off the top of my head.
That's good, Jeff. That's like the rest of us. It sounds like you're perfectly fitting into the professional wrestling club.
Yeah. Boys.
Well, we can always talk about the stupidity that was posted earlier this week that the Undertaker is going to wrestle Seth Rollins.
Yeah,
it ain't happening.
Like
that must have been Forbes hearing from his sources, was he?
Yeah, from his head up his ass source. I don't understand why he posted stupid shit like that. Like,
yeah, he's Forbes. I think because he knows he's the needle mover when it comes to shit discussion.
Yeah, he's a needle mover, all right. Move it the opposite way.
He ain't getting no fucking gas out of it.
No.
Mickey Biggs, I love the ambiance in the back room, the title belts, and like that lamp looks like a torch.
It's what it is, brother.
Sweet.
And what's your problem being all sappy and sad on Facebook, Mickey Biggs?
We'll talk about that offline.
Don't make me drive down there and slap you.
Talk about that offline.
Mickey and I had a heart-to-heart conversation today, man. He'll be all right.
I'm not being mean. I'm just was concerned.
No. I know. I appreciate it.
Listen, you know me. I gotta make light of all the situations.
It's just not for public viewing, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Respected.
Did Forbes hurt your feelings too much?
What's that?
Did Forbes hurt your feelings? So I have to go beat them up.
That's exactly what it was. Forbes hurt my feelings.
I'll fold them in half and mail them to you.
Did you guys watch NXT at all?
I did. I watched. I do not agree with taking the title off of Braun Breaker and moving up to Raw this quick.
I agree with that.
He is not ready. He's too effing green, but they're going to do it. That's why Ziggler has the title.
Ziggler has the NXT title?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
It looks like they're setting up something between him and Rude.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You mean Nikki?
What's that?
For the title or
yeah, probably, yeah. Because rumor has it they both wanted to go back down to NXT to help out, so they granted their wish. Because they're not really being used that well in Raw. I mean,
they haven't been really used that well in years.
Yeah, I mean, they're both talented wrestlers. I think they'll thrive in NXT for a while, like Finn Balor did. But bringing up Ciampa and Braun Breaker as a tag team it's not good.
It's a waste.
Oh, that's what they're doing is putting Breaker and Ciampa together as a tag team?
Yeah.
So it looks like, yeah.
So that must mean that Gargano is probably, if he were to come back, Gargano would be looking more at a singles career, quite possibly on SmackDown or still being on NXT.
I think the reason why they're doing that is because Gargano hasn't given a yay or a nay yet. So,
isn't he taking indie bookings right now?
Yeah, he's not even talking to AEW. You know, everyone like all the AEW marks like to say, "Oh, he's coming soon." He's not even talking to them, like because he knows he's gonna get lost in the shuffle. Like everybody else that's signed with AEW is lost in the shuffle.
I feel like that's what's gonna happen with Jeff Hardy as well. Like they're just gonna.
Oh boy, Jeff Hardy, the needle mover, Wednesday night. Okay,
big needle mover, eh?
I was thinking with this today. All these signings that AEW have compared to WWE. Whoever's in WWE, one, the story, the creative story is probably going to be better for them. Two, they're going to be making more money in WWE because all the contracts AEW has each person can't be making that much money.
Well, they just re-signed Miro for $3 million a year. So
really,
good for him.
$3 million.
Maybe the higher guys are making a decent amount, but these
the whole contract's $3 million for 4 years.
Okay.
Okay. Well, the lower tier guys on AEW aren't making as much money as the lower tier guys in WWE.
No.
Oh, definitely
not even close.
They're probably not even making what the guys in NXT
like the top paid guys in AEW right now are Bryan Danielson, Chris Jericho, I believe
Moxley.
Punk. Who? Yeah, Moxley. Then Punk. Yeah, Moxley
Punk.
then Punk, and then after that it drops off tremendously.
Cody's gonna be up there. Cody, Kenny, the Bucks.
Well, Cody's not part of AEW anymore, so.
If people want a place to work and they're not over with WWE, that's where they got to go, I guess.
I'm such an asshole, but it's okay.
Oh man,
over there.
Well, rumor has it that Cody Rhodes is going to be Seth Rollins' opponent at WrestleMania, and the last rumor I read is that Cody Rhodes will be debuting this Monday night on Raw in Jacksonville, Florida.
Seth Rollins.
We shall see.
Seth Rollins deleted all of social media today. Everything.
Why?
It's part of the angle.
Okay, so I got to watch Raw then. What happened? Fill me in. What's this angle we're talking about here?
Him and Kevin Owens lost the tag titles, and Rollins just like went Fester. He went like Fester, just staring off into space, not talking to nobody. He deleted all his because right now he doesn't have a match for WrestleMania. Fightful Select is reporting that Cody Rhodes is going to sign with WWE and face Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. That's what they're reporting. Meltzer's saying the same thing, and a few other people are saying the same thing. Well, I'll believe it when I see it because I'm
with you there, Mike.
I don't think that's going to happen. It'd be great if it does happen, and it'd be even better if he debuts in Jacksonville, Florida, just to slap AEW in the face and let them know who's in charge. But who knows?
So boys, one thing right off here. You gave me heat for when I had my ankle doing this podcast in my bed. Look at this kid right here doing this podcast in his bed.
But he's gimmick,
better looking than you are, Pelly. What can we say?
And his gimmick, Jefferson James. You know what I mean?
Living, bro. Yeah, Pelly.
Yeah. His
He told you to shut up, Pelly.
Not to be confused with BG James.
Pelly, we got heat on live now, bro. First is Mike and Forbesy, now it's me and you.
Tell him Pelly stop saying stupid things, Jeff. So, Mickey Biggs, did you tune into AEW on Sunday night?
No, I did not. I was in the middle of a bunch of stuff and actually forgot it was on. And then when I remembered it was on, it was too late. It was just going to be the end of it. So I caught the highlights of it.
Yeah.
And
the low lights.
Rumble.
The whole
Rumble. I thought I told you this. I thought
that was good.
Hold on, Pelly. Let him speak.
Yeah, shut the hell up, Pelly.
Stand in line.
The whole thing with William Regal coming out, I thought that was great. And
good for him. That was good. I like that.
And that whole thing with Moxley and Daniels or whatever, Brian or whatever they're calling him in there. I think that's going to be a formidable tag team. I think they're going.
Oh man,
what's the matter?
I think we froze. Did we?
No.
Mickey Biggs did.
Can't hear Mickey Biggs.
I think they're going to come together really well.
Yeah.
And I think that William Regal might just be that creative link that AEW's been missing.
I didn't tune into Wednesday night's program, so I would have I'm going to catch up on some wrestling this weekend later on in the evening on my computer. and I look forward to seeing Wednesday night and seeing if the programming was booked differently and things of that nature.
Yeah, I thought the pay-per-view, everything was booked right. Each match told a story. They booked the women's matches right to slow it down between the better matches. I thought the whole pay-per-view was booked great.
I thought it was Jade Cargill's best match as a pro. You can tell that Bryan Danielson's been working with her a lot.
Yep.
That's what rumor has it. Bryan Danielson's working with the girls.
They both have been putting each other over too.
Yeah,
because the girls need all the help they can get.
Yeah. Well, I believe the reason why they're doing that, like, is because they want to see the roster get that much better. Before there was developmental in WWE, that's what a lot of the veterans used to do with the younger people. Work them out before the beginning of the shows, get them on par on where they wanted to be. Like, I'll never think of that company as competition. I just look at it as an alternative product, and it gives you a different style of pro wrestling.
Exactly.
And I was mightily entertained.
Actually, they give you pro wrestling where WWE, as we've said, is Hollywood.
Yep.
One thing
WWE is. Go ahead, Pelly.
One thing I did see off of AEW is that they took the TNT belt off of Sammy Guevara and put it on Scorpio Sky.
Yeah, because he's going to hand it over to Wardlow next week. That's why.
Oh, Wardlow faces him next week?
I would assume so.
Okay.
I mean,
so that's this.
Wardlow turned on Punk around
MJF.
That was the one. That was the one thing I did. I was watching something, and then I had that recording, and when I went from what I was watching, it popped on, and Wardlow was talking, and for the maybe 15 seconds I heard him, the promo sounded the shits, so I said, I'll watch this later. So, with that being said, on social media today, I did notice there was a bunch of, not a bunch, but there was multitudes of showings of the TBS and TNT titles being held by, the African Americans. And,
I can't. I
see that, A-Buck. I see that roll of the eyes.
Just hear me out.
One who caught that, Mickey.
No. Hear me out. Do you think TBS wants, or TNT, or AEW for that matter, wants to take flack a week later putting the belt back on a white person? Seeing how much press it's gotten on media. That's all, Mike. I'm sorry.
I don't look at it that way.
Okay.
I don't look at it. I don't look at color. I don't look at race. I don't look at it that way. I look at it as talent.
Yep.
And I see Scorpio Sky as a transitional champion. That's what I see. I don't see that he's a black guy because I think he's a good wrestler. I think he's talented, but I only see him as a transitional champion for him to face Wardlow because he's a little bit bigger. And if Guevara went in there and faced Wardlow, Wardlow should kill Guevara in 5 seconds because of the size difference.
Yeah, but if they weren't looking at the race card, they would have put the belt probably on like an Ethan Page if they're looking at the American Top Team thing. I think they are kind of looking at the race card a bit. I don't look at
okay, thanks. Can I finish now?
Let him finish.
Jesus Christ. Who put the quarters in your ass today, Pelly?
He's carrying.
You never talk. All of a sudden, he's fucking Mighty Mouth today. I'm just breaking your balls, Pelly.
Salty.
Pelly. He froze.
I didn't freeze.
Anyways, I don't see it that way. I don't see it, them having 3 African American champions. I don't know where she got the third one from, but all I know is it's her and Scorpio Sky have titles. Who's the third African American champion?
In AEW?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, because the last I checked, Hangman Page was a hick.
Yeah.
So, no, like I said, I know other people look at it that way. I don't. Even in WWE, I didn't see it as Lashley being an African American with a title and it's this big whole racial thing. I just saw it as Bobby Lashley has a run coming and he's a talented wrestler and they gave it to him. That's the way I look at it.
Pelly finish up. Up, dude, come on.
Who, me?
Yeah. No, the freaking wall. We said Pelly.
Is it still some of that more attention about that big swole thing? Everything she said. Are they giving that? Are they still a little hot about that? Do you think?
Probably.
Won't surprise me.
So, do you want to add any more into this, Mickey Biggs?
No, I think it's already been beat to death.
All right, I'm gonna kill it and throw it to pasture by just ending it at this. I don't think it has to do whether or not talent exists or not. Mike, the majority of us on here were born 1970. And Jeff, you was born in like 1999 or something like that, I bet. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Well, he's still not part of that cancel culture, so you can't count him in on that.
Nah.
Okay. All right. So this is where I'm laying it down at. We look at it where we don't see where I grew up in Malden, I grew up in the most multi-versatile city, top 10 in the whole United States of America. So you're right. I never looked at it that way. I played football. I Pop Warner with all these kids throughout. So I've never looked at it that way. I've always thought the best athlete, no matter what. But with the highlight of all this pandemic enlightenment, we'll call it, so to speak, I believe that a lot of these companies are afraid and are going with this because of the majority following right now of those who, let's just say it, that follow this whole brand new pandemic culture.
I just think it's stupid. That's all.
Mike, we both agree. We remember transitional champions back in the day growing up as kids.
Yeah. So I look at it.
I mean, it's sorry to say this, but it don't matter his color. I never thought anything of Scorpio Sky.
Neither. He was a decent wrestler. He fit in good with Frankie and Christopher Daniels, and I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Same thing with Jay Lethal.
Yep. Him and Jay Lethal should be a tag team.
Jay Lethal's not being used right either.
No, he'll be in that Ring of Honor thing that will happen.
Big mistake. But anyways.
So Tony Khan is rumored to be going to be the booker of Ring of Honor.
Yeah, we said this on Saturday. Where were you?
In America.
That is true. It was.
Kelly, you hadn't even drank a beer yet. And we did mention that.
Oh,
we did.
He had a couple drinks today, though, so that
could have been when I'm going to defend Pelly here, though. That could have been during the time frame when he couldn't hear what we were saying, but we could hear him.
Okay.
Kick Mickey Biggs out for sticking up for Kelly. Kick him out.
Thank you, Biggs. Thank you very much.
Kick Pelly out too for kissing his ass. Get rid of him.
Shut up, Pelly.
Yeah, it's not as good. It's not as good when I tell Forbes to fuck off.
No, definitely not.
Dude, you should hear me. I fucking laugh hysterically every time you say it.
I listen. I love Forbes to death, but he's the biggest idiot walking on 2 feet sometimes. I swear to God, I think he's walking on his brain more than he's using it in his head.
No wonder why it's all mushed.
You've heard it. You've heard it here first. Undertaker's gonna wrestle at WrestleMania. You're such a moron. And of course, stupid. You know who stupid is, right, Jay?
Yeah, dumb.
He had a Beaver had to open his mouth.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, Beaver.
Yep, Joey.
What did Beaver say?
Yeah, what did he say?
He was right there with him. Yep, that's gonna happen. I go, you're an idiot.
He's doing. I guarantee that
no.
he's helping egg. He's right behind Forbesy, egging him on, egging you on.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They're not egging me on because they just start trolling them the rest of the day and make them look dumb. Even Gazoo had to shut him up.
Oh fuck!
I think the most doable, so to speak, appearance would be what I believe somebody put up earlier today about KO and Stone Cold and all the Texas.
That's gonna end up being a match.
Okay, I'm just saying. But what I'm saying is, I think it's more. I think it would be more to happen with that type of thing going if you to see the Undertaker. You know what I mean? Stone Cold racks that stack of dimes, that neck that's a stack of dimes, and then you got Booker T, you got JBL, and then boom, fucking the Undertaker's Shawn Michaels, and then bang, the Undertaker's music comes.
But do you honestly think they're gonna job out Kevin Owens like that, like they did Heath Slater? I don't.
Now I'm gonna ask you this, Mike. You're a WWE fan.
Do me a favor. Put this last comment that just came up. Okay. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, put it up because I'm going to answer this one real quick. Now, where's Forbes? He's down here. I don't see him.
Oh, that's right. He's banned. He's banned. Hold on.
He's not banned. His ass is banned. He's a big bitch. That's all he is.
Banned.
Where is he? I don't see Forbes down here running his mouth.
Oh, wait.
Clown.
I can say it on live now. Fuck off, Forbesy.
I don't need to say it. Thank you.
No problem, Mike.
Anyways.
Yeah, it might be great for all other guys coming in, but that wouldn't that take away from Stone Cold just himself?
And it will look like it will make Kevin Owens look like shit. I don't think they're going to do that to him, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I would take away from just Stone Cold. I think Stone Cold himself is enough. Like that'd be big enough pop. Stone Cold.
If they job him out like that, that's bad.
But
I mean, that's another Forbes. The Forbes put that up, so we're not going with that.
What if Kevin Owens is like, wow, that's a dream to have all my favorite WWE stars give me their finish at WrestleMania?
Oh, it would be cool for me too, or you, or Mickey Biggs, or Pelly, or anybody. But again, in the eyes of the hardcore wrestling fans, they would job him out.
Like the James Forbesies of this world.
Oh, look, they're burying him. They're burying him. That's what they're doing. They're going to bury Kevin Owens. Forbesy wouldn't know what bury is unless it slapped him in the face,
or unless he got buried.
Yeah, basically. What I'm trying to do right now is bury him because he's unfucking credible. Completely.
What do you mean trying? You already are.
Yeah, well. Again.
Buried alive.
As a person, he's I think he's a great guy. As wrestling knowledge, he's the drizzling shits.
He's got it all fucked up.
Whoa, Forbesy. Ding, 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 ding.
He ain't got nothing. Trust me.
No.
I'll troll his dumb ass all day, every day.
Until he blocks you.
He won't block me, please. He loves it when we go back and forth.
Does anybody know what's happening tomorrow for SmackDown?
Haven't heard anything.
Haven't heard anything.
Same with me.
Pelly, you heard anything?
No.
Pelly, did you watch Raw on Monday?
Yeah, I remember the tag title thing, and
that was one hell of a match. That tag match,
incredible.
So you see the AEW people out there saying,
Fingers plus Mike King.
Oh, please. Why do you even entertain this idiot? Why?
I really don't think it's him. I think it's like Jerry Leone or somebody.
No, it's Forbesy.
But you gotta understand, WWE and AEW right now, it's like two different audiences, pretty much.
Well, hear this, okay? Now listen. It was up there on a couple of different of the sites I go to that the WWE put together that 3-team tag team match for the titles because they needed to top what AEW did in their 3-team tag team title matchup.
Who said that?
I believe it was on radio, Dirt Sheet Radio.
Listen, Dirt Sheet Radio.
It wasn't that they put it up; it was a meme. They put up.
Yeah.
It was a double thing, but they had put it up. It was, I believe, on their site.
I do believe that Dirt Sheet Radio has been listening to Forbesy too much because they are stupid. But do I think they answered that? No, they just did it because it was a good angle. I don't think they're actually trying to match up or outdo AEW. Vince has already said he doesn't care about them. They're not competition.
And that goes for everybody on the roster too. They pretty much said it was just competition good competition, but not like competition like WCW basically.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, AEW is not running on Monday night against Raw.
No.
So
I'll be honest with you. I don't think the locker rooms look at it like it's a competition because
not anymore. They're all friends.
I was just gonna go there. They're all friends. I think they're more or less happy for each other. That each one is happy that they got a place to work and they're doing something. Yeah, they get a paycheck, but most of all, they're doing something they love.
Oh, wait a minute! It's a business.
Yep.
Exactly.
Listen, the Pat McAfee show, the way Pat said it to Vince was he was used to, going in, eating and working out with the guy. Then by the time that was all done with, going out to the practice field, and there was 5 guys that you didn't see no more, and you wondered where they went, and you'd never see them again, So it happens every day. It just so happens that I believe if the prototypical wrestling fan worked at a factory, he'd go online and he'd bitch about the 25 people that just got laid off.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in retrospect, it's the same thing. And to think that it's not going to happen after WrestleMania, I guarantee we're going to see 15 to 25 names of more releases to happen because I believe the company has finally realized that they need to downsize. There's no reason to hoard up talent anymore. That's realistically.
Tony Khan doesn't know that.
What?
No.
Tony Khan doesn't know that. He just keeps signing people left and right.
That he does.
I think that's going to come to an end soon, though, because I think his father's finally going to pull the reins on that and say no more.
Yeah.
Well, considering his father spent $50 million for a library of an independent federation. Yeah.
The one that basically there was other companies that was outdrawing them in attendance.
I know like the Forbes and other people in the world think that Tony Khan buying Ring of Honor is the biggest move in professional wrestling, but it really isn't. It means jack shit. Nothing.
It's just
0.0 on the Richter scale. Go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, it was just pretty much the same thing as you. It's just a name value, nothing else on top of that. Like, where does it go from here?
Strictly library and gets their name on a mainstream line, being that they're with HBO Max. They're gonna get their viewers out there, and that's gonna happen. I mean,
great.
It's a good thing for the industry. You know what I mean? It's just like like I say, some things aren't for us to the brand isn't for us to watch. Like my thing right now is I'm going to pay the $175 for the 4 days of the of GCW's collective that they're doing, where it's all their shows starting on Thursday night. One of my most favorites during the collective is the Josh Barnett Bloodsport. And you know why I'm willing to pay the $175 is because I get all the shows free. But if I do, I get all the shows live. But if I don't make watching a live show, it's backed up and it's there for me to watch until I watch it. So you can't beat that. I get WrestleMania for, on the slizzide. So
can't go wrong there, bud.
Yep.
Well, we get the network here in Canada for $14.99 a month.
Can't beat that.
I got the network for free, so.
Frig you, Mickey.
No. Come on, Forbes, get your butt on here. Yeah.
I'm in Facebook jail. I don't want to take a beating by Mike.
I gave him an invitation through email. Where's Capelli? I thought he would have jumped all over this tonight.
Kazoo.
It's Thursday night. You're lucky I'm on here. I got to work tomorrow.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, me too.
Me too. So do I.
All right.
And sorry about your dog, Jay.
Yeah, man, it's a lousy thing. It's a lousy thing.
It sucks.
Yep. But it's good. I got to forget for a little while, talk a little wrestling with my buddies.
Just be positive.
Yeah. That's what we're doing. We're packing right now. Getting ready to take it. We're going to see Ellen and Donna.
Oh, that's right.
Gonna get some good food, have it, and just get away for a couple of days, which is a good thing, man. You can't argue with that. But
about a month from now, I'll actually be down in Jamaica doing a show.
Oh Jesus! And what is going to bring you to Jamaica and the show for?
It's a wrestling show. I got some friends down there that are part of the industry, and they contacted me and said, "Hey, you want to come down and do a show with us?" I said, "Sure, why not?" So they're paying for me to come down there, and I'll be down there for a week with them.
Oh, so wow!
You got an extra ticket for me there, Mickey Biggs?
I wish.
Are you gonna give us a live feed from Jamaica?
If I can, I don't even know if I'm gonna have internet service down there.
I think
I would think you'll
listen. That's Jay's dream destination. If you'll know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
But nowadays, certain states in the United States are just as good. Not as hot, but just as good.
But I figured since the wife is from Jamaica, I'd take her down with me.
Yeah.
Never know. I may just leave her there.
Be nice.
Well, again, like I said, we'll talk later.
Fill me in later, Mickey.
So things are lining up for WrestleMania. As it looks, it's going to be belt for belt, unless something happens within the next Friday or the next upcoming Mondays.
Well, there's 3 Mondays until WrestleMania. So.
Exactly. So that means we have 4 Fridays till WrestleMania. This being the first of 4. In those next 7 shows, the disappointment already came out of Madison Square Garden last Saturday night in the form of Mr. McMahon's newest addition to the Kiss My Ass Club, one Austin Theory, but it's more of probably Kiss the back of my ball bag. Club, Austin Theory, Brock Lesnar. Does anything happen within this next month, so to speak? Or are we looking at a unification of these championships? And see, this is where it would be awesome that you would have like an access to at least really know if USA and Fox are cool trying for, say, on a trial basis for, say, 3 to 6 months on having one champion that's seen on both Monday and Friday night.
I wish, honestly, that they would do the unification match, but like they're scheduled to do. But I wish they'd have like an old school finish to that and have like I don't know, like a time limit draw or double DQ. Or
I bet you that's what's going to happen because they keep saying there's still going to be a Monday Night Raw champion.
I would love to see like an old school finish to that match, you know.
So that would be the truth then. If they're saying there's going to be still going to be a Monday Night Raw champion, the champ represents both nights.
No, I think there's going to be a double DQ or the Rock's going to interfere.
I like to see the Rock has something to do with it with Paul Heyman into it at the same time. Because Paul has a relationship with both wrestlers, and The Rock has that Hollywood star power that would make people tune into wrestling after WrestleMania.
Go ahead, Mickey Biggs, talk.
And not just that, but The Rock has that Hollywood power, and as we had already said previously, WrestleMania next year is in Hollywood.
Okay. Now, see, this is what I'm going to just give my 2 cents, but it's really 5.
More like an hour, but go on.
I believe that without us knowing, I'm willing to believe that the WWE has been talking with Fox and USA, and it just realistically has nothing to do with the unification of the titles. I think more or less it has to do with the fact that Vince wants to downsize the company. And with that being said, downsizing the company and roster would be because the company realistically right now is only a Friday, Saturday, optional Super Show Sunday, again on Monday, where Vince was running legitimately before the pandemic almost 6 days a week with an A, B, and C crew.
Yep.
Right.
Okay? And I happen to guarantee that when you put all that on how he's utilizing people, that he's willing to say that I need to experiment with this. Work with me for 3 to 6 months. If it doesn't work out, we'll go back to the way things are. But I believe if he can talk the companies in the unification of everything, and you not only you'll get stronger storylines, man, because you can get continuations. I believe you can make a better tag team division. And if you shorten up the roster, everybody's getting that opportunity to be in the ball game. Because let's just face it, with everything, like the price of everything's gone up. What if Vince McMahon is legitimately smarter than the average bear, like he usually is, and is looking at everything not just from his own financial standpoint, but from the financial standpoint of the everyday average American or Canadian, that the money just isn't there for that person for someday to say, come out and watch the product.
Could be. Right. The hell was that? This kid's over here sleeping.
The question is that who comes out of Mania with the belts?
Okay. So I like what I saw and I posted. I like Roman Reigns coming out with both belts. I like Lesnar leaving the ringside area. Roman's there celebrating, fireworks are going off, and then just all of a sudden, boom, ba ba boom, boom, ba boom, boom. The Rock's music hits. He thinks The Rock is there to acknowledge him. He doesn't acknowledge him. He rock bottoms his ass and says, I will see you at WrestleMania, and just drops the mic, leaves it on his chest, and it's the best year build that you will have in professional wrestling since The Rock and John Cena did it.
Yeah, but do you think they're really going to let him hold the belt that long?
Yes.
Yes.
He's held the belt this long so far. Why not?
He's already had it for 800 days.
True.
Yes, especially, okay, if you got him on both brands holding both belts, I believe you're getting ratings. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Because y'all got both networks, and those fans are going to wonder, what night does The Rock just show up to cut a promo? What night does Roman Reigns just mention The Rock's name? The fans are like that, man.
And it could be on any pay-per-view too after that.
It's going to happen at Mania. It only makes sense at Mania in Hollywood, right where The Rock goes into the Hall of Fame, and The Rock passes the torch to his cousin Roman Reigns, who continues with that belt. And what happens is Money in the Bank will cash in Monday night after that WrestleMania, and whoever wins that Money in the Bank takes those belts from Roman Reigns, and his Roman Reigns of Terror comes to a screeching halt and end. I'm calling it.
Well, okay, Forbesy.
Oh, come on. That's not as ridiculous as something he would say. Everybody's watching SmackDown
no, that's agreeable.
Everybody's watching SmackDown because of the fucking angle. You know what I mean? And I think that's ammunition too in Vince's back pocket to say, look what it's doing for Fox's ratings on a show that really didn't draw all that much. Even when AJ Styles said it was the house that he built.
I mean, that's what they want too, is the story, right?
I think so. I mean, I believe it. It's just my opinion. And I just think it's one that may work.
No, I don't know.
We'll see.
Jeff, you're gonna fall asleep by the fucking end of the program.
Oh, dude, I might have to get up because
we'll play you a sweet lullaby. Pelly, he puts anything you've ever done on this show to shame.
All right, boys, I'll get up.
I'm gonna have to put it. I'm gonna have to go back in and rewrite the caption to the show and go. The show is so great, and put panel member Jefferson James to sleep.
Oh, 1 sec, boys.
It's all right, buddy. It's all right. We need to bust your balls. Tough skin. Remember that.
I know. I'll sleep on you guys on live now.
So, the narrative thing there is mentioned in Hype for 2 weeks. I ain't seen shit about it ever since this Ring of Honor acquisition.
No, they did a show.
Where?
In Florida, March 5th.
They got a show March 5th in Florida?
They already did it, yeah.
Oh, how did it go?
It looked like it drew pretty well. I think it was in a bar of some sort, though.
No, it was like a mall.
No? Oh, was it?
Mall.
Okay.
Was it available on pay-per-view or anything like that?
I didn't see anything pay-per-view related, but I saw clips of it on Instagram from their Instagram page.
Okay.
And like it had like Austin Aries, EC3, Adam Scherr, of course.
Yeah.
Weston Blake. And a
Who's
couple
Weston Blake?
Buddy Murphy's old partner in NXT.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The one that was with what's his name?
Jackson Riker.
Yeah, Jackson.
This is a good one.
When did Heath Slater join the panel? Who said?
You know it's Forbesy.
Oh, that's Forbesy all the way. That's a compliment.
No, I take that as a compliment.
I actually know Heath Slater. I wrestled shows with him when he was not Heath Slater. I don't even remember what his indie name was on the shows, but I worked with him in Parkersburg, West Virginia, and in Titusville, Pennsylvania.
Titusville.
Good old America.
I think it was when Joey Kilmartin went to the WrestleMania meet and greet. When he went to WrestleMania, he goes, "You're never gonna guess who said hi to you." And when Heath Slater, I was like, "How the hell does Heath Slater know? how does Heath Slater know I know you? And for that matter, how the fuck did you meet Heath Slater at WrestleMania? I mentioned you trained me."
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's friends with Richard Oppen. Mickey Biggs. Mickey Biggs, are you frozen?
Yeah, he keeps going in and out.
Okay, Mickey Biggs.
Yes, sir.
Yep, he Slade is a good friend of Richard Oppen.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he actually helped break him in.
Oh, cool. I was actually just talking to Rich today.
Oh yeah, I dropped him a comment. I give him some positive vibes.
Well, he was actually talking to me right after you and I stopped talking.
Yeah.
I dropped him
a comment. I give him
same whole mess.
Oh crap! So, how do you think the Raw tag team titles are going to line up, and how are you guys thinking that the SmackDown tag team titles may line up for WrestleMania?
Do you think it could potentially lead to a unification between both tag titles, or no? Because that's what I'm kind of thinking right now, but could be something.
I think the tag titles are going to stay separate.
Yeah.
For right now, yes.
I think eventually it's going to be, besides the world title and the SmackDown title, I think it's going to be both women's titles are going to end up getting unified at some point.
They need to. The division's too small right now. Not big enough for both brands to have a belt, in my opinion.
Does Ronda Rousey take the belt from Flair?
No, but who's this new chick that went to AEW that people are calling better than Ronda Rousey?
Paige Van Zandt.
Lambert's girls from America Top Team.
What's so special about Paige Van Zandt? I never even heard of her. Was she in UFC?
I don't think so, no.
I think she was in what is that other one? Pride or something like that.
Bellator?
Could be Bellator too.
No, she had a stint. She had a couple fights in the UFC.
So what makes her better than Ronda Rousey?
We'll watch and find out, I guess.
Okay.
I know that her and Ronda Rousey are friends.
Okay, yeah.
Because Ronda commented on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm thinking they definitely need at WrestleMania. They got to have a 4-team to 6-team ladder match. TLC, yes. That has to definitely happen. Or they have to do it with 4 to 6 guys and just do it. But I mean, I think right now SmackDown is probably the brand leading up that would best fit it, because you have the Viking Raiders.
They should be pushed. They should be pushed more.
You got the Viking Raiders. You got the Usos. And now who's the other team I was just going to put up there? Oh, and you got the New Day. That's why I would love to see a unification right there in a ladder match. You have RK Bro. You have Alpha Team. And you have Dominic and his dad. What a 12? That would be 12 exciting guys with two different brands belts hanging over the ring with tables, ladders, and chairs. Oh my, definitely. And even though people say 12 people, huh? I think it would be one hell of a clusterfuck, but I think it would be one hell of an entertaining clusterfuck.
What about if they turn around and did like put 2 rings in there like the old War Games and did that same thing with the 12 teams?
I think
I think
Vince
they're
would
going to do that for NXT, the NXT show, maybe.
You think NXT has War Games?
Maybe, yeah.
They always do.
Okay. Yeah, it does.
Ellis?
And what about what do you guys think of Edge's turn? The way he's been going.
I like
it. I do too.
Me too.
That's why I would like to have seen AJ beat Brock's opponent in Madison Square Garden last week, and I would have loved to have seen AJ take the belt so that we would have gotten AJ Styles versus Edge for the WWE title at WrestleMania. And I don't think it would have lessened anything between Lesnar and Roman, because you could have wrote it in where Edge came down and had something to do with it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And it could have built up the story more.
Yeah, yep.
AJ.
After WrestleMania storylines or leading up to it.
I'm definitely liking the new Edge. I loved how he started off his promo. He's like, "You think you know me?"
See, now I gotta watch Raw late. I'm gonna have to watch Raw.
And I mean, just the way he was dressed. I mean, it was just the shirt with the suit jacket, and
didn't he have a light over him too, like a purple?
Yeah, a purple light. Yeah, he walked. The music hit, and he came out. The purple light was on, but then he just walked down to the ring with no music at all.
Really?
Wow.
There's only one other superstar that has ever gotten that kind of heat without any music, and that was Ciampa.
Who, sorry?
Tommaso Ciampa.
No. Now I'm going to back that train up a little, Mike. I believe Dolph Ziggler got tremendous heat when he did that angle with the no music, when he was up for his contract, and it would come out, and then he would come out. I thought Dolph did a great job with that. Or evidently, I'd have to say you didn't think it was good enough because you didn't remember it.
Nope.
I forgot about that.
Not me.
I remember Tommaso's a fucking heel in NXT, man. And he got genuine boos like everywhere in that fucking.
So they're really gonna put Tommaso and Breakker together as a team up in WWE, up in Raw?
God, I hope not.
It looks like that way. Why would you take the title off of Breakker so quick?
Maybe Vince finally sees the same thing as me, that he's nothing special.
Just a big dude. And a Steiner.
Yeah, but they're not even using the Steiner name.
No.
Braun, sorry, but Vince, if you got to be kind of believable, at least with your name. Who the fuck names their kid Braun Breaker?
I think that moving him up to the main roster, I think they would go with the new Steiner name, though.
You know, these are the Breakers, ladies and gentlemen, and this is their son Braun. He happens to be a big burly dude, you know.
I think moving him up to the main roster, though, I think they'll end up repackaging him with the Steiner name.
Yeah, hopefully they don't put a goddamn fucking headgear on him and make him stop barking.
Like carrying
DFG two.
Fucking mismatched boots and shit.
DFG two.
Feel like carrying.
And there we go. DFG 2, Dog Face Gremlin 2.
Fuck.
Or DFG 2.0.
Yeah, when I heard that, I've missed wrestling the past few weeks. I'm gonna have to catch up. It sounds like I need to see some matches. But yeah, I'm hoping I believe there's a GCW show this Saturday night. I think they're in Atlanta, the home of where the NWA hosts their shows. I believe at the it is at where WCW used to be, the Stage, I believe it's called, and that ought to be an interesting show. Yeah,
very much so.
Joey Janela and X-Pac working each other.
I believe so.
What channel does GCW come on?
Pay-per-view. Fight Channel, FITE.
Oh, okay.
Their pay-per-views are cheap, man. You can't beat $14.
No, not at all.
You can't beat it. But like I said, if you have a Fire Stick, you let me know. You download this. I tell you how to download this here little gimmick. My buddy gets in touch with you, and for as low as 15 to 20 United States dollars, you can get the Bar Bones Basics. But with the Bar Bones Basics, it gets you pay-per-views. And there's a lot of pay-per-views going on. Not only just wrestling, but if you're a sports car enthusiast or you like to watch hot rod shows that have like antique cars, there's pay-per-views like that are on it. If you're a sports fan in general, you don't miss anything. And it gets like England, like all their sports networks.
Bless you.
But yes, there's basically, you can find everything, and it's just worth it enough just having it for the $20. And I believe it's accessible via computer laptop.
Okay.
And I get to watch everything. I knock on wood. I get to. It's not tuned out on me. So other than that, anything you guys want to touch on? Anything else?
Nope.
That's pretty much it.
It would have been interesting to have Forbes or Capelli on because it's somebody to yell with. But, other than Sunday night being a great night of pro wrestling, it really wasn't. I didn't really get to watch much more the rest of the week. So, Jeff, it was great having you as a guest.
Thanks for having me. Sorry,
no
Phil.
problem. We'll look forward to having you on in the near future. For those who do watch and are watching and watch the rebroadcast, Jeff is a professional wrestler out of the Halifax, Nova Scotia area. We can only call him Jeff. You need to call him Jefferson by his properly given name, by his aristocratical mummy and daddy. And, that's that. And we'll keep it at that. But check him out on Facebook. And he's got some matches on YouTube. He's got a long-standing feud with one of our panel members because he's a homeless individual, and he has something against the homeless and needy. Mr. Adam Jack Pelly, otherwise known as Sidewalk Sam. They were civil on tonight's program. And, Pelly coming to us live from the local soup kitchen in downtown Spryfield.
I feel that. Oh, man.
With all that said, I got to do a shameless plug, if I may.
Yeah.
Give her Mickey.
Tomorrow night in Connecticut, live Pro Wrestling Action, PAPW presents Alley Fights, and it is a taping for their new YouTube series called Alley Fights as well. Tickets are just $10, and it starts at 7 p.m. with a 7 p.m. bell time.
Awesome, brother. Well, you need to go and have yourself some fun tomorrow night, and have some real life fun, which is pro wrestling, something you're doing, something you love. No matter what, if people say, and I can say this long enough, I'm going on 50 years old. I have been some form of a Jason other than Delegata for basically more than half my life. To say I am not the person just because of my last name would be understatement at the least. Because those who know me, those who are my friends, know that there is definitely no difference between the character Jason Rumble
No.
and the man Jason Delegata.
And that's what I was telling you earlier. The last name, that's the gimmick.
Yeah.
That's the gimmick. I've all my life since I was, like I said, my grandfather at 3 started calling me Mickey. I've been Mickey all my life. The big part of that, that's the gimmick. But what everybody sees, that is me.
Yeah. I hear you, brother. True thing. Like I say, well, Jason Rumble the character, Jason Rumble the person who's Jason Delegado. I believe on both ends of life, I'm a caring and giving person. Because as a promoter, I believe I strive to do what the person before me did, and that was he was a person that gave people a shot. And I'd like to say that that's one end that I lived up to when taking on Tony Rumble's name, is being known for a person that gave other people a chance.
Absolutely.
And and I believe Jason Delegata is that same person. So yeah, if there's people out there that struggle with people out there understanding who they are, man, I feel for them, And the best thing to do is talk to a brother, let them know, or a sister, how important it is that is a huge part of who you are, the human, And yeah, man. That's just being real with everybody out there. You may see us as a character, but at the same point in time, we are real human beings. But then again, onto the flip side of the coin, when you're doing it long enough, you bring who you are into that character.
Exactly.
And it don't matter the name.
It's like DA. DA was a character. That was a character that I played.
Yeah.
But when I stepped out of that character, I was Mickey Biggs, essentially.
Yeah. Very well said, my friend. Very well said. So we just enlightened some people out there about what being a character in professional wrestling is all about, and letting them know that we're real people too. And this universe and what we do means an awful lot to us. It's our life. It's our life. And a lot of us who have met people that are part of our life, that stay with us in our life, this is, I believe, how they grew to love us. So if they grew to love us this way, it's kind of different that they don't get why we are this way. So
it's funny. I had a very similar conversation just before I came on air. That's why I was running a little bit late. I was talking with Dan Severn, and he was like, because he's like you, he saw the post. He's like, brother, he's just got to be you, man.
Yeah.
He's like, he goes, I've known you now forever. He goes, we broke bread. He goes, my God. He goes, just be you. He goes, and if people don't like you for you, then just get rid of them.
Yep. All right. That's a positive note right there. Just get rid of them. Anybody got anything they'd like to add to the mix?
Fuck off, Forbesy.
Fuck off. And shut up, Pelly. Love you, man.
All right, everyone. Thanks a lot to Jefferson James. Mickey Biggs, the producer, as always, brother. We're always here for you, man, if you ever need us. For Adam Jack Pelly, the Sidewalk Sam himself, coming from the local soup kitchen, donating his time. But when you're homeless, what time do you really have? So you can be there and pass out some soup, and he probably gets a couple bowls for himself. To Mike King, the stiff one, the APOC. Hopefully, wrestling becomes interesting with some good things to talk about. GCW Saturday night, live 8 p.m. on FITE, unless you got Pappy's TV. If you want to know what Pappy's TV, just go to Pappy's TV on Facebook, and you can follow it all from there. And other than that, have a great night.
Can we do Friday night next week?
I don't see why not.
Because I have a wrestling show on the 19th, and I would like to abuse Forbesy Friday night.
Awesome. Friday night free for all it is. See y'all next Friday. And I will be back either Wednesday or Thursday night with a special Being Humble with Jason Rumble. And I can't let you know who the guest is yet because I don't fucking know. So with that being said, everybody have a great night and enjoy your weekend.